channel for another video for you guys, Simon Side of Football. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It will be much appreciated. So today I'm going to talk about the game against Newcastle on Sunday. Also about Maddison's injury. A few transfers, ins and outs, and a little bit about that Daniel Levy interview done with Gary Neville on the overlap. So we'll start with Spurs against Newcastle. It finished 1-1. Spurs scored early on the first 2 or 3 minutes. Good start for the game. We looked aggressive and was shutting down their defenders, and we won the ball. The ball came to Brennan Johnson, and he just killed it, and it clipped the defender, went in the corner to put Spurs 1-0 up, and he done that sunny, iconic celebration. Great tribute to him. So yeah, it put us. Excuse me, sorry. So it put us 1-0 up early in the game, and then Newcastle grew in the game more and more. And then they got a great equaliser from Anthony Gordon, a great finish into the near post, beat the goalkeeper, and that's what it finished 1-0. But the first half was pretty evenly matched. Really, we defended well again. We look a lot more togetherness with the team, defending wise, even on set pieces we look so much better, and also on offensive side. Jesus, can't get my words out again. On the offensive side as well, we look much better and more dangerous on corners. So that's good to see. Sonny didn't quite get that goal. He tried. He had a few chances, but he also did do a few nice balls down the to sort of cut the defence open in the box. So yeah, he played well in his last game. Just couldn't quite get that goal, but he come off on about the 65th minute. For Kudus, and he got a great reception from all the fans, all the players on both sides as well. They gave him, they done one of them huddle things like that where both sides and Sonny ran through and they all tapped him on the back, cuddled him, and yeah, it was a touching moment for him. So he probably couldn't have gone out in a better way apart from getting a goal. Really, apart from that, it was probably the perfect moment. He was teary and. Yeah, it was an emotional minute. Well, emotional time, especially for us Spurs fans. And what a great player he has been for Spurs, and great player in Premier League. So, wish him well at LAFC. Looks like he's going over there today to finalise that move. So yeah, so Spurs now have to move on. So we'll see what happens. But in the game, my prediction lineup was completely wrong. So we had Kingston in goal. We had Pedro Porro, Romero, Danzo, and Ben Davis. And then in midfield we had Archie Gray, Bentancur, and Sarr. And up front we had Matthias Tell. On the left was Sonny. On the right was Johnson. So I probably got about 2 or 3 players right, I think, in the starting lineup. So I was well off this time. And our next game will be Bayern Munich on Thursday, our last friendly before the Super Cup, and then the Premier League starts, so it's coming around quick now. The only bad thing about the game was James Maddison. He came on with about 10 minutes to go, and within 3 or 4 minutes he got a bad injury with his knee. The same knee what he's had his last injury on for the last 2 or 3 months of the season. This one, for me, looks like it could be a season finisher already before it even starts. For me, it looked like it could, with no confirmation yet, but for me it looks like an ACL, which is going to be the whole season out. So not good for him, not good for us, and yeah, it was disappointing to see him get injured again. And that's I hope he gets a speedy recovery. But for me, I think it's a long injury, this one. So now that puts us in a big trouble, because with Kulusevski out for a long time as well, we have no creativity in our squad at all. Especially with Donnelly going to be going out on loan as well. As yesterday, Thomas Frank said that pretty much all the youngsters could go out on loan, like the Vuskovic. Even I was surprised about Vuskovic. I thought he might have hung around this season, but Donnelly, Abbott, Hook, he can go as well. I think all of them pretty much who was on that pre-season tour can go on loan. Scarlett, Lancashire, it looks like Lancashire is going to Oxford, I believe. So yeah, it's they've all go out on loan, all the young youth players. So yeah, we need to still buy some players. Now, it does tell me if we're letting all these kids, youngsters, whatever you want to say, go out on loan, that we are going to be definitely adding to the squad. I believe we'll have another 3 or 4 come in. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. I hope we get 3 or 4 come in. But we'll see on that. But we definitely need a left-sided winger. And number 10 is our has to be our priority now. I know we wanted a left back, but I think we need to, if we're going to get any players in, I think we need to put the left back more of on a burn, like, you know, sort of behind the number 10 and a left winger now, and even a striker. So I think practically Tottenham could go out and get Jack Grealish on loan for a year and see if City will play, you know, percentage of their wage, like 30% or 40%, which could happen, because he can play in the 10 or on the left side. So I think Jack Grealish would be a good person to try getting in, especially with the English. He's English as well, so for the homegrown quota, obviously, because James Maddison was on that homegrown quota. I think Jack Grealish will be a good player to get in. Spurs have said they want to get a marquee signing for that left-sided player. Will this injury now dampen that sort of aspects if we go and get a number 10 because of how much it will cost to get a number 10? Also depends what Spurs want to spend, really, or what Daniel Levy will spend. You never know, really. He's quite, it's a difficult one at the moment because the injuries just happened. We'll have to wait and see, but it does look like it's a long term injury, and we definitely need another 10 in. So for me, I think Jack Grealish could be an option. Paqueta from West Ham, but will West Ham sell again to Spurs? I don't see that happening. Xavi Simons, who looks like he's been going to Chelsea, but could Spurs come in and try getting a deal done? Because Chelsea are taking some time. I don't know if they need to sell a couple of their players first. There's also Eze. Arsenal seem to be taking forever to see if they're going to get that deal done, and there's talk that they might be looking for alternatives. So there's still a deal maybe for Eze to get done. I would love Eze. I think that would be the best player to come and get in. I think he would fit right in that position for Spurs under a Thomas Frank system as well, in that number 10, or he can also play from off the left as well. So I think that would be the perfect deal for Spurs to go and do. But will Eze want to come? Because he has said he wants to go Arsenal. But if Arsenal are not really look like they're really pushing for the move as much as I thought they would have. I thought if they was going to get Eze, they would have got that done by now. Maybe the door does open for Spurs to go and get Eze. So we'll see on that. On the left side of the player, there's talk again about Rodrigo. I just really can't see Rodrigo coming to Spurs. I really don't. I don't know. But there's no smoke without fire, so maybe, but I don't see that one happen. I think that would be very slim. I think it would be, I think we've got more chance of getting Rafael Leao, I think, because he's not on high wages either at AC Milan, really, and they're not in the Champions League where we are, so I think Rafael Leao is more of a more realistic option, and I'd love to have him come to Spurs, but then there's still players like El Khanous from Leicester. I know teams like Leeds are interested, but I don't think he's the marquee signing we would want, So we'll have to wait and see on that. We got the Paulinho, that's been confirmed now. So that's a good signing for Spurs, in that midfield for us. I think he'll have a good season, hopefully, and he'll just protect that back four. I think defensively we look really good. I think we look solid. I don't think we've got any problems defensively. It's just going forward. I felt, Thomas Frank said he's happy with how, our defence is doing, how our midfield. It's the top end of the pitch where he's saying we need to improve. So I think he probably realises that we need players in up that side. We still need, I think, a striker as well. Richarlison's just not good enough. Is Solanke going to go and get them goals for you? I'm not sure. Kudus is a very good signing on the right side. So on the right side, we're more strong with him, and then Johnson, who can come on because he gets his goals. He scored in the friendly as well on Sunday. So I think it's more of a striker in a left-sided player we need, and then we definitely need a number 10 for creativity, because we've got no creativity, because Bergvall is more of an 8 for me. So yeah, we definitely need a 10 in. So hopefully this week we will get a couple of signings in. We got Bayern Munich on Thursday, even if they're not in before that game, which is a couple of days away. I can't see that happening over the weekend, so we can get them ready for the Super Cup on Wednesday. We definitely need minimum a number 10 in, and hopefully a left-sided winger as well. So we will see if that happens. Season's coming around quickly, and we are not prepared, in my opinion. We still need a few players in, so let's see what happens. Yeah, so players going out as well on the loans. That just tells me that we will get a few more players in the door. Let me know in the comments what you think. If there's any more transfer updates, I'll let you guys know. But let's see what happens. But I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Come on, you Spurs.